my gosh, collective. You have got. Hi, guys. Happy Friday night. Well, it's early Saturday morning. Like, you never know when I'm going to pop in, right? So, hi, guys. This is Aurora Galactic Wifey 444. I am Virginia. Welcome to this live, special late night reading with me. Come join me. Have a late night special. This is just a whatever kind of message read, because I feel like this one's going to be like, this is about changes, because the messages that I am picking up for you, collective, is everything is shifting and changing. And what I'm going to give you is lots of different interchangeable energies, okay? Because I have got random different messages for you. Like, it is really all over the place right now. Like, today's energy has just been randomly everywhere. It has been like the craziest day, okay? So I don't know if you have felt that. A lot of you may have. So just take what resonates, guys. Leave the rest. Don't force anything to fit, okay? Some of these things, if they're not meant for you, don't take them. So let's get into it. Tell me how your day is. Interact here, guys, okay? Tell me if you have had a crazy day. Tell me what happened. Okay, so first thing that I heard was there's a sister out there that wanted to make their sister cry. Like, they were like out to make another sister cry. Like, they were jealous of their sister. Okay, another thing is like the cops are coming for somebody. So the law is after somebody. Also, there's an enemy here that is out to they really wanted to cause endings. Like, they were determined to cause endings in somebody's life. They just could not stop. They don't want something to end. This is a wolf in sheep's clothing. This is somebody close to you, somebody that you know. This is somebody younger. I mean, it could be a friend. Or maybe this was a friend from the past. Also, I kept hearing a burn book. Like, somebody had a burn book. Hi, guys. I was picking up some mean girl energy today. Jeez. Whether they've tried to get rid of this, they've tried to burn it, burn some type of evidence here. Because I did write this down, hands clean, they were trying to cover up a crime. Somebody who tried to cover up a crime, whether it happened a few years ago. Do it in secret. Whether it was this burn book or it had to do with a different type of crime, someone tried to cover it up. Could have been a friend, family, or lover they worked with. Maybe it was a coworker somebody worked with, you or them. Keep it a secret. Don't tell nobody. It was just between them and that other person. Nobody else knew. No other family member, yours or theirs or anybody else's, okay? Nobody could find out. It's they'll take the secret to the grave, okay? And it was something that they did together against you, collective. Okay, it was a crime that they committed against you. Someone was sending a lot of negative energy, like, to your home. Like, wishing a lot of, like, ill will to you, like, sickness, bad health. I don't know if, like, you felt that. I'm also hearing a sinful tongue. This is the words I heard. Sinful tongue. And you need to do a spiritual cleansing on your home, whether you smudge or you sage. Okay, so someone needs to do a spiritual cleansing. If you know how to do that, maybe you do crystals around, or you cleanse your crystals. However you do your cleansings. Maybe you just say a prayer. He has a really cold heart. She's a cold-hearted snake. Or whether it's a he or it's a she, somebody's like cold-hearted. Or they did this to somebody. They were very cold-hearted. Very hateful. Or they had a lot of hatred. I'm going to take whatever pertains. Like they didn't care. I'm looking at the word engage, but like they engaged in an activity, but I feel like they were enraged towards you. When it comes to doing an activity meaning putting in this work, this spiritual work, this sinful tongue, speaking these words upon you. Someone could have talked about you not having like money, or what you had, like you had like a lack of, or like you being poor. Like using that as some type of excuse, or somebody could have like used that, I would say like use that like to an advantage, or somebody could have said you were like using that to some type of advantage to like get ahead, or they were using that to some type of advantage to get ahead. I mean, you take it if it's your side or their side, or that somebody was using that as a side. Oh, pursuing pleasure to the detriment of health, indulging at the expense of others. Like, yeah, to serve as some type of as a side to make money. Maybe, helping those in need with the expectation, no expectation of return, but like an angel to get help though. They could have been doing this like with a father. An authority figure. But this could have been somebody that was abusing their control. Like dictating them, like through words, like telling them what to say, what to do, like cueing them, okay? Like if this was somebody's like daughter, they were telling them what to say, what to do behind the scenes, okay? So this was like something that was scripted. So if they said something about you, collective, if it was something that they were to speak, if they were to say something sinful by the tongue, they were to, okay, the father wrote it, but the daughter spoke it. So he wrote this down. He, wrote it out and then gave it to her, and she's the one that spoke it. So you may be the one that were the actual key, right? You may be the owner of the words of the copy, the writer, okay? The father's the one that copied everything down. And then she's the one that, whatever, I don't know. If it's, I don't know, like, I don't, that's how I don't know. And then they made money off of this stuff. I feel like somebody like did a system or something. There was a system here. They was like living high on the hog. Because this is like living on the hog. She's like enjoying the luxurious life off of like an earth angel, masculine or feminine, it doesn't matter. Okay, and then this is like you're being a servant, like you're the maid, okay, masculine or feminine here. You're serving them, the housemaid. You're doing all the work, and they're sitting back and enjoying all the fruit. And this father over here, or mother, whatever, whoever, is writing it all down while the daughter is enjoying all the fruit or whatever. So, but they're not doing anything other than they're speaking it out because the father's telling them all what to say. He's like, here, it's on this piece of paper. Just go over there and say it. I've already got it written down for you. All you got to do is say it because this servant over here, they've already given us all the answers. So can you imagine that? You go in the classroom, it's like copying off somebody else's paper. It's like cheating. So you're dealing with cheaters. Somebody's dealing with that here. I need a drink of water. I hope you guys understood. um, yeah, you could be some type of mentor or something, passing on the wisdom and refining a student character. Like, giving good advice. So they could be taking that advice and they could be spreading it off like it's theirs. Like they came up with the ideas. No, they didn't come up with the ideas. They took the ideas from you and they're spreading it off like it's their own. Yeah, because you had the potential in the first place, right? But they're making money off of it. Yeah, they're the martyr. Okay. You got the Midas touch, and they're making money off of it. Independent, based off of learning and going it alone, conquering the fear of surviving, and they have feelings of abandonment that stifle from maturation, afraid to grow up, and seeking inappropriate surrogate families. So they could be alone, they could be an orphan, okay, or they could have grown up an orphan, especially if it was this father, okay. Some of you it could have been. This father could have been somebody's friend. Maybe you worked with this father. Con artist. This is a con artist. This is a thief. So, yeah, so somebody paints a really good picture using talents as an excuse to mistreat other people, posing as a starving artist to elicit pity. Feel bad for them. Poor them. They grew up as an orphan. They didn't have anything. Their parents left them, or they abandoned them, or both of their parents, or they both passed away when they were very young, or they died at birth, or, I'm just saying, this is what their story is. It's very sad, No one wants this to happen to anybody, but that doesn't give you an excuse to have these type of behaviors, to grow up and be a criminal, okay? It's what you do. You choose to do this to other people. That's not an excuse to do these type of behaviors to other people because of your circumstances. To lie, steal, cheat, manipulate, that's not an excuse. You're making excuses. Well, because you need to live, and you need to live high on the hog, because you want to live the luxurious lifestyle, and you want to have nice clothes, and you want to feed yourself, fruit baskets of grapes and pineapples and watermelons and strawberries, and, sure, everybody does. But you can't sabotage other people's lives in order to do that. You still have to work hard for that yourself. You can't go make it off other people's backs. This could have been like a romancer. Somebody that will romance the pants off of you. A masculine. Or feminine. Romance the pants. They do what they have to do. To get what they got to get. Yeah. Romantic delusions, Whatever. They'll tell you what they want to hear, what you want to hear. What do you want to hear? I'll tell you whatever you want. The dream. You want what the dream? I'll give you the dream. Of course, you'll never get the dream. They'll just tell you. But this is what happened to somebody. You know, those romance scams, those romance schemes. In order for you to give them what they want. Once they've reeled you in, you've succumbed to their scam, they're out. Off to the next one. Hold on. For some of you, they can keep you on for quite a long time. Or they keep coming back. Heartbreaker. Somebody a heartbreaker, low self-esteem, putting people down. So I do have some energy here too, like defaming somebody, like yeah, I feel like a lot of like this is put down energy. And I feel like that the sister I was talking about like does want to like try and like mend. There's a sister that wants to like wants to mend things here, mend a broken heart. Maybe there was some like hurtful words here that they want to mend. Yeah, maybe you're not talking right now. Like they miss you. So somebody, yeah, there's some karma going around here. Karma's hitting. Queen, there's a Queen song, We Are the Champions, is coming to mind. We are the champions. Oh, Lord. So behind karma was invasion of your boundaries. So somebody was invading your boundaries, your space. Okay, and this is why karma is being dished out right now. Okay, because of death in the maiden here. So if you see that, it was right behind it. I thought that it was just the karma card, the three fates was what comes around, goes around. But nope. Somebody was violating you, wanting to have control, domination over you. And, you know, they can't have that. Nobody can control you. You can only control yourself. You don't get to control other people. We don't have the remotes of other people. Only ourselves. Yeah. Which? Envy. So somebody envies you. They're full of it. They envy the love that you have for yourself. Okay? They envy the way that you take care of yourself. Yeah. They envy the love that you have. They envy what's in you. How you carry yourself. They don't feel good about themselves. They don't feel good about what they've become is what I'm hearing. What they've become. I don't know how else that Spirit's wanting me to say this, because, yeah. Like their blood is boiling, and it's how they, it's like if they could, like, I don't know, this person's like beating on their chest. So whether this is a masculine or femme, they beat on their chest. Like Tarzan would beat on their chest. Someone wants to speak a truth. Because your ancestors are dishing out karma. And it may be, yeah, oh Lord. Because, yeah, it's, yeah, somebody needs to speak some truth. Because they can't sleep. They're scared. Because somebody's scared. Maybe they've been up for like days. Like 3 days straight. I remember those days where I couldn't sleep for like 3 days straight. But I was like young. I can't do that stuff no more. Like I was like 17, I couldn't sleep for like 3 days. I would stay up for like 3 days straight. I can't do it. I'm like, no way. No way. Halloween could have been significant for someone. Like, yeah. They're stuck. They're stuck right now. They're stuck in this. Like, somebody could be anywhere between 26 and 28 years old. If this is like a younger person, or you could be a younger person. Like I said, somebody was doing some, somebody done something that they shouldn't have done. And they could have went to an actual graveyard and did this too. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, they really don't feel good about themselves. This is low self-esteem. They got guidance to do something that they really shouldn't have done. They really feel embarrassed, ashamed. They also like they could smell. There's something about like their body odor where they're smelling now. Like somebody really like something lingers. Like dead fish. I don't know. Does somebody like work around dead fish? Or like, does somebody fish? There's something about a body too. Oh my. There's something about finding a body here. This could be somebody's sister. where they could have been planning this for somebody's sister. Could have done this while intoxicated. They either did this to somebody's sister or they were planning this for somebody's sister. They had it planned out. They had a spot planned out. Where they were going to go. Where they were going to drop the body. Like, Jesus, Lord. Like, this is like premeditated stuff here. For somebody. I don't like to give those messages, guys. That's what I'm saying. They're like, something was already like set in. There was like a secret over here. Like, somebody was going to like take it, and like it was between two people, and they weren't telling anybody. They weren't telling family, they weren't telling friends, they weren't telling nobody. No sides of the family. Like, it was just between them two. Nobody else. Jesus. That's a lot of dough. Phoenix. What happened? Oh my gosh. Okay. This guy's prestige, disappointment, and went near a coffin. Early death. So, yeah, definitely some early death there. Let's see. But the scythe is danger. So somebody definitely has the potential of being dangerous. Anchor denotes successful ventures in business and love, and surrounded by 11, 13, let's see, 29, 31, 35, breach of trust near the dog, fidelity, and the one you love. Okay. 28 was significant, right? Let's see, there was 26 and 28 here. May, you could have been dealing with a Taurus for somebody. Your stability affected here. Business and love, ventures. The birds signify dire misfortune and fierce enemies when near. I was talking about your enemy earlier. There's wolves in sheep's clothing. If far away from a person, okay, which we're not around a person right now, with 7, 16, 12, or 22 between chance to avert the evil spell. Okay, so we do have sinful tongues. Okay. flames on the hearth indicate good fortune and neutralize the evil near-lying unlucky cards and increase the value of lucky ones. So we've got fire. Hand in hand indicates confiding in disposition when in close proximity to 38, 39, 42, or 47. Friendship will warm into love when near 45. Favor will be found with superiors near 48. Financial success. So this is partnering up. But I feel like that's possibly somebody spiritual. It looks like somebody with bracelets on. Somebody could wear bracelets. They don't have to be somebody spiritual, but somebody could wear bracelets here. The dog, if near, represents true friends. If distant and surrounded by clouds, beware of suspected enemies. So there's no clouds around here, so this could be true friends. So that's good. The lion, prestige, a sudden shock from bad news. Okay, so be aware. You could get some bad news here coming in, okay? The cat indicates flattery. If near number 6, which we don't have a 6 out here. Oh, wait a minute. Cat indicates flattery. If near number 6, foretells personal injury. So we do have some personal injury. So somebody trying to injure you personally. Near 29 and 30 denotes strife. I don't see 29 or 30, but 6 is here. Bad news by trying to personally injure you. Bodily injury, definitely. Over here by trying to unalive you, for sure. So somebody could be definitely pressing charges for this. Jesus. Exposure of your secrets. Huh. Wow. The eye, when near, denotes great interest taken by friends. When distant, is significant suspicion. They hacked your account and hope their bank to my account. Oh my God. Jesus. Oh. I'm sorry that happened to you. I'm sorry. That's awful. I'm so sorry. People are horrible. Did you know who it was personally? I'm sorry, I don't. It's probably none of my business. I keep going. I keep going. All right. I'm gonna get a spirit animal. Let me get a spirit animal here for you. So I heard Betty Ann and Bonnie. I don't know if those names mean anything. And Mandy. Oh, yes, change. So much change in this reading. So much. You'll be shedding old skin. So you've got snakes. You've just got snakes everywhere. There's just snakes. Oh. Snakes aren't bad. Yeah. I mean, snakes are a good thing. So. You'll be shedding old skin and emotions and transforming them into something bigger and better. Change is in the wind, and you're at the center of it all as a catalyst. To smoothen the process, make sure that your intentions are clear and that you move forward with hope. So, let's see. Luck! So, beyond the transformation and shedding that snake skin is luck. So, ladybugs here. Your goals are about to manifest in remarkable ways. Dreams are coming to fruition. Stop and enjoy this moment. It is important to let things flow at their natural pace. So rest assured that in due course of time, your wishes will come true. So, you know, it's going to happen. It's going to manifest here. And the buffalo abundance is right under luck. So, and growth is behind that, and strength is behind that, and so is communication. So, you know, have confidence here, and stay playful. Keep that endurance going, you know, that badger. You know, keep chopping wood here. All right, stay in a leadership position, stay independent, follow your intuition, be just as clever as your enemy, be at peace. And, you know, keep going through each one of those transitions. Follow your guides, okay? Listen, okay? And, you know, keep going on those new beginnings, okay? You're invited into these new changes as you keep progressing, all right? Keep reflecting as you go, all right? As you face difficult challenges, because you're going to face adversity as you continue on your journey. So continue to reflect, continue to go within. People are going to continue to throw spiders into your web, right? That's another thing I heard as I'm looking at this spider right now, is I feel like somebody was dealing with a black widow too. It's another message that I got. So, black widows. Someone really was caught up with a real live black widow in their life. you know? Crazy. The Komodo dragon may be significant for somebody. Maybe you have a Komodo dragon pet. Yeah. Yeah, let me pull this. Yeah, let me pull some of these. So are you keeping up? Or you keep going here? So and you're never in a you're never in a jam. So when people see this, collective, people see that you are never stuck here. You're not worried. You're just living right now. You're not living in the past, right? For some of you, it's time to be a queen or a king here, right? It's time to be the leader. It's time for an ending and a new beginning, right? So a cycle is ending. Ancestors could be helping with this too. Why? Because there's a lot of people dealing with karma. People wanted to bring endings to your life. I feel like there was at least 2 people that had a lot to do with this. A lot of police. I told you police were here. I knew that energy was involved, and I don't know why I'm just like picking up random cards. I told you there's a lot of different interchangeable energy, okay, in this reading, okay? So I'm doing a lot of random different things here, okay? So just don't mind me. It's just the way I'm feeling right now. It's the way Spirit's making me feel, all right? So just follow me. Just go with it. So, but I feel like these 2 people here wanted to have a lot of people involved in bringing endings into your life. So now Spirit has got them all bound up, right? Causing endings in their life, and got, karma at play here. So it's time for them to experience endings for now, and it's time for you to step up into this leadership role. Okay, it's time for you to experience this here. You're not in a jam. It's time for you to put in this effort. It's time to advance. Okay, it's time to move forward, and it's time to take the reins here. Okay. This red is all about this red dragon, okay? Red dragons could be significant, but it's all about what you're passionate about, right? It's your creation. Creating what you're passionate about. Yeah. You're reborn. See, look. You're reborn. They can't stick you or they can't keep you stuck anymore. Yeah, you need some space, and that's what the Spirit's saying. You know what? It was that invading your privacy and invading your boundaries and violating you, right? That's why they stepped in. They was like, no, this is enough. You've done too much. Okay? You was told to leave collective divine feminine or divine masculine alone. Okay? And back the off. Okay? Here you are. Beauty and the Beast. Okay? There's the Beast. Back off. You got a choice. Okay? You need some space. You could have told this person, leave me alone. Back off. Get out of my energy. I don't want anything to do with you. Okay? Whatever you said. Okay? If you sent their energy back, if you blocked them, you deleted them, whatever you did, okay? You sent the energy back. I don't know. Whatever. You needed the space. Spirit said, okay, we'll take care of it. It's done. You made the choice, right? Twisted the tail. The unexpected. A change that you did not see coming. You didn't see the change. Follow your own good advice, trusting yourself, knowing what is best for you. So you know what's best for you. You trusted yourself and you followed your own advice. And here, 10 is about completion. So a cycle is complete. It's done. You are off into a new cycle. Whoever this person or these people are, they can't come into your new beginning. Yeah, if they had access to your Akashic libraries here, okay, or Akashic records, they don't have access to that. They can't get access to that. They're not open to them. Yeah, curious. Huh? The snake. Yeah, trying to take your power or trying to have power over you. That's what they were doing, right? For control. Power and control. This was like the dictator in your life. Okay, so if you could imagine like Hitler, okay? I'm just using this as an example, okay? Someone that wanted to have that domination, that control over you, over your life. You know, it's like, do what I say what I do. You're not allowed to have this channel unless I say you can have this channel. You're not allowed to post anything unless I say you can post anything. You're not allowed to go outside unless I say you can go outside. You know, things like that. You can't go to the bathroom unless I can say you go to the bathroom. Like, who wants to be around somebody like that? Who wants to live with somebody like that? Yeah, reconsider your alliances and make new connections. Look, the spider. Look at this. This is a black widow. Right here. See, she's got a spider. Miss Spiderweb. Masculine or feminine? Who wants to be around someone like that? Yeah, take care of yourself. Because you can take care of yourself. Because you'll love yourself. Someone's under a lot of pressure right now. You make good choices. This person does not make good choices at all. And they're afraid. They're afraid right now. You're not afraid that they are. They got some lessons to learn. And they're scared to learn these lessons. They don't want to learn no lessons. This is probably somebody that has never had to learn a lesson before in their life. Discover the purpose of the situation. Trust your learning. I'll watch over you. So you got somebody watching over you. You got a protector, a passed over loved one watching over you. Or somebody imprinted on you. Somebody's name could be Grover. Somebody's going to have a really long winter, that's for sure. Wait till winter comes. There could be a fire sign here that is not happy and wants to send you some messages here. Maybe threatening messages here. So, yeah. Yeah, because they're getting some karma. Oh, really bad karma. Oh. Hey. Somebody's name could be Anna. Somebody could have red hair. Somebody could be bald. Hiding their feelings. Cold-hearted. Somebody's definitely cold-hearted. But somebody could be hiding their feelings that they are cold-hearted, or was hiding their feelings that they truly are cold-hearted, right? Yeah, making up lies. So somebody was making up a lot of lies, or making up, hiding the fact that they were telling a lot of lies here to a lot of people on you. Yeah, threatening messages here. So somebody wants to reach out here to send you some threatening messages here because they're pissed. Yeah, something about the police. I feel like this has to do with the law, but this is like some evidence here, like shit that's come out about these lies here. This is also being approached. somebody's packing, or somebody's actually, they may be caught with a weapon. Somebody get pulled over with a weapon in their vehicle. Oh, geez. Guilty. Guilty. Shamed. Embarrassed. Ashamed. Someone's got to take responsibility. This could be a Taurus or an Aries or a Sagittarius. Can be any fire sign here. Or somebody that has fire in their chart. There's just somebody's heated. Somebody's hot. Okay? Or they're just on fire. They're just mad. They're just pissed. Mad. Okay? And you're unbothered. They're pissed and you're unbothered. Okay? They're mad. You're unbothered. So, and it, whatever, right? Like, yeah. That's the truth. Okay, and there's the clarity that you need. And you know, this is justice here. Like, and they got stuff to clean up. Secrets. That they were tempted. Look, they were tempted to do this. They know they messed up. They know that they messed up. They know what they did that was wrong. They were trying to dust it off. Like they didn't do nothing wrong. It wasn't them, you know that. It wasn't me. They had all this desire, all this devilish energy. Yeah, you know, to whether it was if somebody was being a romancer, if this was a, you know, if somebody was a cheater, depending on what your situation was, you know. Wow. For some of you, it was planning your own demise. Yeah, I just said this. For some of you, whatever this devilish stuff was that they were doing, they knew that they messed up. Look what falls out. Look what falls out. Control, power. This is what they wanted. The desire. Lies. Like, they just wanted to win. They wanted to cheat. Okay? They wanted to be able to be the winner, to overcome you. Even if it was the copy situation, the con artist over here. It was like, I gotta be better. They gotta be better than you. If this was a male versus another male, or a female versus another female, then it was one trying to outdo the other. Or if it was it was a competition, you know, take that as it resonates. There's no competition. I mean, there's only one of you. There's one of them. Somebody's getting arrested. Point blank, period. Okay? There was a crime committed. There was a crime committed. Okay? There was thievery. Someone has to pay the price. Jesus. There's dogs here, okay? So this is like the dog is sniffing somebody out, okay? Or sniffing something out. Now there's something in their vehicle, whether this has to do with like drugs or if this is weapons, I don't know, okay? But the dog is sniffing for something. If it's not in their car, it's in their home, it's on their body. Organized a crime. With a bugaboo, you know, somebody that they were together with, you know, somebody that maybe they had, you know, some type of fantasy with, okay, they were having some type of fulfillment with. This person could have like sent them down the rabbit hole. Their little bugaboo sent them down the rabbit hole. Well, yeah, here you are. You ain't got time for that. Whether queen or king over here, you got things to do over here. You got time to be the great leader. You don't got time to deal with the criminals over there. Okay? They're over there organizing crimes against you while you're rising. Okay? Trying to get these messages out here. You ain't got time to deal with their broke selves. Okay? Because they don't want to heal. And they want to tear you down. For exposing them. They need tending to. These are people that need tending to, right? Their heart, right? Love themselves a little bit more, you know, healing those childhood wounds, okay? Tending to themselves just a little bit. Or a lot of it. Paying more attention to their love life, maybe getting some results, nourishing themselves, you know, responding to themselves. Asking themselves, what could they do for themselves just a little bit more? Checking in with themselves a little bit. You know, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically. What can I do for myself today? How can I help myself mentally? How can I help myself physically? How can I help myself emotionally? What level am I on today? How am I feeling? Does this person ask themselves that? No, they don't. Because they don't care. They don't think about that kind of stuff. These people don't think about that kind of stuff. They're out worrying about how much they can tear other people down. Instead of how much they can build other people up. Creating blocks for people. because it would bring them so much pleasure not to see you get anything. Yeah. And have you stuck so you can't move on. Yeah. And slow your healing process down. Mm-hmm. Yep. Very sad. Very sad. Yeah. Intuitively, let's say, always trust your gut. The universe is constantly speaking to us. Will you choose to listen? Suck it up, Buttercup. We all make mistakes, and we can't always have things our way. Now that you know what you are going to do about, now that you know that, what are you going to do about it? So, I don't know. What is Buttercup going to do about that? So you may be guarded. Of course, it's normal to have your walls up after being hurt. But after a while, your walls may be keeping out just what you may need to heal. Take a chance. So, I don't know. What do you think? Is Buttercup going to address that? Or you think Buttercup will, hide his face or her face? Oh. Buttercup may stay the same because that may be what Buttercup always knows. That's what they've always known. Especially if they were raised that, into that. So, I don't know why I'm calling this person Buttercup, because humility. Life has a funny way of teaching us humility. However, the greatest lesson to learn from our tests and trials is not to be bitter, but to be greater. That wise old owl, it's everything that you've learned up until now, and if you've been through the lesson, you learn that, then you're able to, teach that to others, and that growth can help others grow. So that wisdom, you could pass that along. So, and you can also help with laughter. Buttercup wears a mask. That's funny too. We can laugh a little bit too, right? Laughter, there's laughter too. Laughter is a medicine for the soul, so laugh even when it is through tears. And sometimes it's it's okay to laugh so hard until you cry, right? So we've done that before. Laugh so hard that your stomach hurts until you do cry. And sometimes that's what makes it, absolutely fun, right? And hilarious. Sometimes you think, oh my God, I can't believe that, I went through that experience, that, it wasn't so great whenever I was going through it, but my gosh, I can laugh at it so hard now, and now I am busting into tears, right? I never thought that I would be laughing this hard and that I would be crying. But here I am, just like on all its glory now. So, and just belting it out. And so, yeah, it's good medicine for the soul, right? So, oh, sorry, Karen. I'm sorry. Be realistic. Get your head out of the clouds and begin seeing things the way they really and truly are. Walking through wearing rose-colored glasses only leads to pain, embarrassment, and loss. So be realistic here. So that's what that's saying, this card here. So it's like seeing things the way they are, seeing people for who they are. So this is like seeing through that illusion, okay? Getting your heads out of the clouds. I feel like these people wanted you to see with rose-colored glasses, not see them for who they truly were. All right, like you said, the mask, Buttercup here wearing this mask. So make sure you're taking those rose-colored glasses off, okay? Don't let this person, these people, allow you to, you know, have all this pain, allow them to cause you more pain, because you truly know who this person is, and once they show you who they are, believe them. Okay, this is somebody that's not going to change. Do you really think that organized crime Buttercup over here is going to go do his healing work and take off his you know, mask and his you know, top hat over here and his you know, coat, his sweet coat, and do you know, heal those childhood wounds and, you know, go through all that, his shadow work? Do you really think that he's going to do that and change his devilish ways? I mean, it's going to take years and years and years and years to do that, to turn everything around. He may, maybe, but that's going to take a very, very, very long time. So be realistic. This is not something that changes overnight. So when someone comes back and says, I've changed, I've done my shadow work, I've done better, I'm a different person now, you can believe me, you can trust me. Can you? You better open your eyes. How long has it been? You better be asking questions, lots of questions. You better be asking the right questions. You better be asking like big life questions. Serious ones. And not have those rose-colored glasses on. If that's something that you're truly serious about. Now, if that's something that you're not truly serious about and you're just all nilly-willy and, you know, then that's your choice too. Because you have the choice to do whatever you please, whatever you want to do. It's your life. You know, but oh look, dark night of the soul's on the bottom. Look, it's the dark night of the soul. It says, during your dark night of the soul, it may seem that all is lost and that you may not make it through. Rise from the ashes and choose to do better, not bitter. Now, when you go through these dark nights of the souls, okay, this is going all the way back to your childhood wounds. Like when you were hurt by, these are people that did the most cruelest things that you possibly never would imagine that you could have experienced, or that you would have experienced as a child. But they were done to you. You go back to that period in time, you relive that experience. And it's like a film. like a part of a movie. And it's replaying it over again. It's experiencing it all over again. And it's being able to forgive yourself, and it's being able to forgive that person that done that to you. And it's being able to release it and not have to worry about it ever again. Not hold on to it anymore. Never return to it. You don't hold grudges. This is something that these people could never do. You don't hold resentments. That's what this dark night is. Forgive and release. Forgiveness is for you. You free your soul. What they decide to do with theirs, they decide to go through it, great. Will they go through with it? More than likely no, because they're used to this life. Oh my. Oh my, my. Yeah, meditate. Choose to meditate on good things, because whatever you choose to contemplate on the most is what the universe will give you. So, yeah, meditate. So you could be doing a lot of meditating, or Spirit saying is keep on meditating here on what you want here, okay? Meditate on good things, okay? Because that's what the universe is going to give you here. And awaken. It's time to awaken to a new day and a new you. You are no longer a caterpillar. You are a butterfly, okay? So you're transforming, and like we're talking about changing here. A delay is never a denial. So sometimes it's just not the right time, okay? So you've been delayed, but you haven't been denied here. You've only been challenged here, okay? So you're up to the challenge, okay? So you've been challenged, you've been put to the challenge, and you took on the challenge. Just because things looked hard or impossible doesn't mean they can't be conquered or overcome. And you took on this challenge, and you have overcome it. And this was pearls before the swine. So be careful who you give your best self to, for the wrong people will take you for granted. You are and you are worthy of your gifts. Save your best for those who will genuinely appreciate you and what you have to offer, and return the kindness. And you've given to a lot of people who have not appreciated you. You really have, okay? People have taken you for granted. You've put yourself out there, and you've given your gifts to individuals, and they've just taken advantage of you. Unworthy people. People that didn't deserve your energy. And you're a survivor. When everyone counted you out, you made it through, because you're a survivor. Everybody counted you out. They put you to the challenge here. They said that you weren't going to make it, and here you are. It was like, look at collective, look at divine feminine masculine over here. They ain't gonna make it. They ain't gonna be somebody over here. They ain't gonna do nothing with their life, and here you are. Meditating, doing your dark night of the soul, you know, taking care of business, handling shit. Still doing your work. Where they at? Oh, still strong. Where they at? They all left you behind. They all swine, I guess. But you survived. You didn't need any of them because you had the Spirit behind you. So you had God behind you. You had the universe behind you. You had yourself. So if you got God, you won't need nobody else. Well, that's what these people didn't know. They had the devil. You had God. You had the universe backing you up. Scorpio. There's heavy waters. Water and fire. Scorpio, yeah. That stung, didn't it? Yeah, that must have stung. Aquarius and Scorpio. Pisces. Sag. Virgo. Yeah, their own worst enemy. Yeah. Somebody lit. Maybe somebody is lit. Somebody's on fire. Somebody's heated up. I don't know. Cancer. Leo. Okay? There's your sign. Okay, maybe somebody got a red neck, or somebody's neck's turning red. I don't know. There's something about the significance of, like, somebody's like hot. Okay? Like, Oh, and somebody could be a Taurus. So I said Taurus earlier too, so. Or Taurus season could have been significant for somebody. Florida, Georgia, Wisconsin, and Idaho. All right. Gina. Somebody's name could be Gina. Montana, North Dakota, and Nevada. Something about Linda. Linda could be significant. South Carolina. Louisa. Oh, that was a lot. They all fall down here. Scott or Scotty. Constance. All right, we got Wyoming and Michigan. Allen. Alaska. Louisiana. Maryland. Landon. Connecticut. Natalia. Eden. Arkansas. Reagan. New Jersey. Virginia. Skylar. Mississippi. One more. New York. Something about the Navy could be significant. I'm hearing Chandler. Gavin. Coda. Sammy. Missy. Wendy. Reggie. Devin. Ira. All right, we got New York, Virginia, Mississippi, New Jersey, Arkansas, Oregon, Maryland, Alaska, Nevada, Michigan, Wyoming, Iowa, South Carolina, North Dakota, Montana, Wisconsin, Florida, Louisiana, Georgia, Idaho, and Connecticut. Okay? Oops. Let's see. It scrolled up. Ah. All right. Scorpio, Aquarius, Cancer, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces, Leo, and Taurus. Take what you need out of those. Any of those states, any of those signs, any of those seasons, okay? Color blue could be significant, okay? Bluebells, something about bluebells. Something about soulmates. I'm hearing soulmates. Butch. or Bush or Butch. Wearing CC. Also Blaze or Blazer. I'm drive a Blazer. Also Suzuki. Motorcycle Suzuki. Elizabeth. Joe. Also Jeff. Jesse. Javon. Jamie. Okay, so someone signs their name with hearts. Okay, so if they have like eyes in their name, like they put they take their eyes and they turn them into hearts. Okay. Sue or Susanna or Sue-Ann. Charles or Charlie. Chet or Chester. Somebody's a chef. Chavez. Something about baklava here. Something about the bee's knees, okay? Something about Shay. Someone could have just recently bought a new shaver, okay? Becca or Rebecca. Ace or Asa. Abe. Joel. I also see new flower vases, okay? Or changing flower vases. Also like something with cocoa butter here. Yeah. Zeb. Something with Mercury. Mercury may be significant. Okay, Earl or Erlene. Something about a Chevelle. A Chevelle. Also face. Seeing face here. I'm seeing 3 people here. 3 people. Something about Justice or Justine. Or Jace. Also Beverly. God, I see a gigolo in here. Actually, heard Deuce Bigelow, male gigolo. I mean, all right. All right, we have Z, F, V, C, B, A, J, S, H, E, U. And we have 2 Qs. All right, we have 3 hearts in here. Take what you need out of that, okay? All right, that's all I have for you tonight, guys. I hope this message resonated with you. If not, it's not for you. Like I said, this was a all about change tonight. Interchangeable energies, okay? It was definitely going to be a wild reading for all of you. So hopefully some of it did resonate for you. If you like these readings, let me know. I appreciate you coming on with me for this late night tonight. Follow me. Share it, okay? I appreciate that, guys. Thank you guys for being out here with me, okay? So, yeah, and if you want to book a reading with me, go over to my website at www.agwtarot.com and, you know, contact my email there. Go down to the bottom, contact@agwtarot.com. Put in your information, okay? And we'll get you set up for a private reading with me, okay? So my husband's helping me with scheduling. So we'll get back to you through the email there, and we'll get you set up here. So we're still working on getting the website and getting the final touches together. So we'll be getting back with you soon, okay? Thank you guys, and have a wonderful night, okay? Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good night. Bye.